What's going on, guys? It's time for your top 10 with a twist. So I'm Shawn.
This is Drew.
Yes, he is. So we only have DC right now. Our diamond's not coming in until tomorrow. It wasn't a diamond mistake. It was a FedEx mess up, a royal mess up. So we'll be doing the rest. You'll get 2 videos this week. The rest of them are coming tomorrow, but we still have our DC, our lunars here, no problem. So we're gonna just do everything in one video right now for DC. So we're gonna start with the skip its. Now here's how we, if you're new to the show, here's how we do it. We pick our skip its, our kind of middle of the road books, and then we do our top 10. This week it's gonna be 5 though, top 5 for DC. Now I based mine a little more on spec. Drew's all about the story and verisimilitude.
Yes.
Yep. Look that one up, kids.
Yes.
Look that one up.
Power word.
Yep. And then we just count them down. We give our own opinions and why. What you should pick up for the week. Our recommendations, a little bit of review, a little bit of spec. So let's get cracking on it. So skip its. Do you have any skip its this week?
I had 2 skip its.
Okay, go ahead. I don't have any skip its. So let's talk about your skip its. You probably read a little more than I did this week.
A little bit. First one to go, Rorschach.
Okay, I didn't even read that.
So I devised a quick summary of this series.
Is it over?
No, there's only 2 more issues to go, I think.
Okay, this is Rorschach number 8.
So I'm going to summarize this real quick. This comic, it would be Steve Ditko's politics are bad. Frank Miller's politics are bad. Guns are bad. I'm scared of women. And something involving Rorschach, maybe?
Oh my lord, is that politicized?
Oh yeah, he gets to. He clearly calls out Frank Miller in an issue and Steve Ditko in an issue.
Who's writing this?
Tom King.
Oh, Tom King.
Yeah, clearly he's got a bone to pick with these guys.
Now I want to read this issue just to see what you're talking about. Interesting. Well, it's covered by Matina.
Yeah, it's a good cover.
The Matina cover can't save it,
No.
but okay.
That's been the one good thing about this series. The covers have been beautiful. Like Delato did one that was great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just a series. Yeah.
All right.
The other one.
Let's skip it.
Batman Urban Legends number 3.
Okay, really?
Yeah. This one I had a lot of problems with. Mostly it's with.
I'm gonna have a problem with you.
Oh, bring it. Let's do this. I had a lot of issues with what's going on with Jason Todd. With this issue, it really feels like they just kind of glossed over the last issue. Like nothing happened in the last issue.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And one thing that's gotten to me is that how Redhead at this point has killed who knows how many people, not just the dad in this. How many people has he killed?
Just in this series?
Well, not just this series, but DCUY. How many people has he killed?
Well, recently it's been at least we killed a Joker.
Yep.
But I don't know if that was in
this continuity or
continuity,
not.
Yeah. I think it's been at least 4 people recently.
Mm-hmm. That's just recently. Has he atoned for any of these murders at all? Period. Has he been arrested at all? Period.
No.
That is my biggest gripe. There has been no atonement from Jason Todd for these murders at all.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
At least think of the Punisher. How many times has he been arrested for the murders he's done?
Yeah.
At least arrested.
Well, and he's being hunted and not applauded by heroes in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And Batman should be trying to bring him in, really.
And he's not really doing that in this at all. That's my biggest gripe with this.
That's a good point.
Think about it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Drew getting deep on the comics. Yes. Yeah.
Amazing what whiskey will do for you at 8 o'clock at night.
That is a good point. That is a good point. Okay, so now we have our meh.
Yes.
It's like it's not a skip it, but it's not a top 10. It's kind of middle of the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so these are in no particular order.
Yeah.
I got Super Sons.
Oh, that's a little later.
Okay.
And I've got Future State Gotham.
Oh, hold on. I'll take that one out.
Okay.
We'll talk about the same one. Okay, go ahead. Same cover, too. There is a better cover B for this.
Yeah.
But
the art is okay.
It's black and white. Do the whole thing.
It's like if you
I was not
manga,
I was not expecting that at all.
Not at all. And it really felt like if you're into manga, you'll enjoy this art.
Yeah. Yeah. The story didn't really get me. It's continuing Future State. It's set in Future State. It picks up. The continuity is fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's on point. There is kind of a cool scene there where a big giant bat symbol shows up where you don't think it'll show up, but I don't understand why.
At the cost, I mean,
and the cost
of
too.
it,
Yeah,
clearly.
And I don't get why. Like, I don't know. I mean,
did this person do it?
So he kind of goes to the dark side. Spoiler alert, but is it a big deal? I guess it's a super minor key. Like he becomes, they call him in it very clearly what he is, but it's like clearly a ruse. I don't know. It's kind of it just didn't do it for me.
The one problem I have is not just with the art, but it is with the art. It's the same artist that drew the Raggedy Andy girlfriend in the original Future State. And like as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's you. All right.
I just didn't like it.
Sure. Yeah.
It was okay. I didn't let me correct that. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it. It was just kind of like some people might like it. Whatever.
If you're into the manga sensibility, you'll probably enjoy the art.
Yeah. Okay. What's your next one? Because maybe I have it also.
I got Festival of Heroes.
Yep, mine's in there too. So that cover almost made it a top 10 for me. The one that you picked, the Archer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that almost made it a top 10 for me, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like Archer missed the mark with that. His original one was better.
Absolutely.
Way better. So the stories are good. The guy definitely in the very beginning, it's a really good intro. I almost skipped it because, words, I was being lazy. It's a pretty good intro. He talks about what it was like for him being, an Asian American growing up, reading Heroes. It's really kind of cool. You can totally see where he's coming from and relate. We can all kind of relate a little bit, I think. The stories are good. They're very well written. Some are very short. Even the longer ones were pretty good. But it's just, that's what it is. It's a bunch of cobbled together, piecemeal stories, different adventures, different artists. Some are 2 pages, some are 7, 8 pages. I enjoyed it, but it's not like a must-have in the collection.
It's not going to really lead to anything. This is
once I read it, I'd be like, hey man, like you want this book? I would give it away to somebody, but maybe not because it's $10.
Yeah, which is crazy.
$10. So it was okay. Good job. Anything you want to add to it?
Some of the stories were okay. Some were better than others.
Yeah. Faux show.
Yeah, I like the Damien one the most. It's some of the reaches that they make for like the Asian characters. It's like, I guess in a way in that vicinity they are Asian related. Ish. Yeah. It's like okay. It's fine. I mean, it's okay. It's not great. Not bad.
Right. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries.
Oh, I didn't even read that. I'll go ahead and finally do my Super Sons.
Okay.
I'll start. So, cute story. I liked it. Super Sons. If you like Super Sons, you'll like it. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it that much. It was just kind of meh. There's a couple kind of cool little, going back and forth between Damien and John. More Damien than John. Kind of be snarky to each other. John kind of makes fun of him for fighting. He throws a kick, and he's like, "It was this kick," and he's like, "It was a sucky kick or whatever it was." It's pretty good. They're little kids, but if you like it. It's not terrible. The art's really good.
Art's fantastic.
Art's really good. Colors pop. It's really, really well drawn. Really well colored. Okay. There you go. What you got there? You got the Scooby-Doo.
Number 2. It's a silly story involving ghosts in the Batcave and the Joker. It's okay. I mean, it's fun. It's silly. It's perfect for kids and parents to read with their kids. If you're a parent, you got small kids, you're really into Batman, Scooby-Doo, this is perfect for them. You'll enjoy it. When
you were reading it, did you hear Mark Hamill's Joker voice the whole time you were reading it?
No, actually. No, I was picturing like the old 1960s, 70s cartoon Joker voice.
Okay, gotcha. All right, what's your next skip it?
I've got Wonder Woman. It's not a skip it, it's a meh. It's a meh.
Yeah, it's a meh for me too. Now, I've usually been a champion of this series. I've really enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it, but there's a part in here where Dr. Psycho shows up.
Yes. I'm like,
and that just
odd.
I mean, I'm not going to spoil it. There's another major character, not major, a middle character that shows up It makes sense.
That when he shows up, that's when it turned for me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm really enjoying this now.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
So she dies and goes to the wrong afterlife. She's not in Olympus. She's in Valhalla with the Norse gods instead of with the Greek gods. So she's trying to figure things out there. She has a guide that's keeping an eye on her. And once she even finds out she's in the wrong afterlife, she's like, well, I'm not leaving. I still got shit to do here. There was that it would have been a top 10 for me, a top 5. But just that Dr. Psycho scene, it kind of ruined an otherwise really good moment. Like they had a good version of Wonder Woman that shows up.
Yes, that was
in here, and it's
colors pop on those pages. They're
it's
fantastic.
like and you're like, this could be so good, and then it just fizzles. But it's not a skip it for me. It's still a good series. This is issue 3 in the series of that story arc anyway. I am looking forward to the next one. There's a really good ending to it where you are excited for the next one. So I'm still going to give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll be there for the next one too.
It's
moved up.
Okay. You want to, you before you hated it. Want to add to that?
I wasn't a fan. You know, like I said, with the introduction of this new middle tier character, it really turned for me. I'm like, okay, I'm back on board for this now.
Yeah.
This is terrific.
And this is the Middleton cover. Can't really tell it's Middleton. Not very Middleton-y.
One of the small issues I have with this is that Wonder Woman really isn't drawn Wonder Woman-y in this. She doesn't look beautiful or anything in this, which as compared to other issues in my Pics, where she just looks beautiful. Yeah. But it's all right. She
looked more Wonder Woman-y in Super Sons.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, she's banging in Super Sons.
Yeah. Yes. All right. I got one more meh, and it's the Urban Legends. Yeah. So you had as a skip it.
Yeah.
The cover kind of helped it a lot for me in this one.
Simone Bianchi's.
Yeah, Simone, really good cover here from Simone. Now that you brought that up about, hey, why has he not been taken to task for any of these murders he's committed? It's kind of like, even the Oracle's like, you want my help? Well, last time I helped you murder someone. Yep. And he's like, I know, like, my bad, sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, no, I'm trying to make up for that. She's like, okay, I'll help you again. And it's like, no, she should be like, oh, I'll have your location. Let me call the cops.
Can you imagine if the criminal justice system worked that way? It's like, oopsies, didn't mean to.
Yeah, they really did. And it's disappointing because Zdarsky's writing that. Like, they're just kind of glossing over the murder part. Yeah.
Chip is better. Chip is a great writer. He's better than this. Chip should know better than that.
Yeah.
Come on, Chip.
I hope there's some reckoning coming.
Absolutely. I hope there comes a run where it's like it's manhunt. Everyone's hunting down Red Hood.
Okay. Top 5.
Top 5.
Here we go. Top 5. All right, mine are in order. Make sure mine are in order. Yep. Okay.
All right.
Number 5.
Superman. Hey, there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, you start this one.
It was a fun read. We see who these creatures, the twist with them on the planet. It was fun, engaging, scary. It had everything, a broad range of emotions. I was actively engaged.
A couple more twists.
Yes, the twists were terrific in this.
There was a twist in the last issue. Yeah. I like the interaction between Superman and John. Again, fantastic. Well written. You got a different location. There's real danger. Like there's real danger. It's not like, oh, he's Superman. He's invulnerable. He's kind of not anymore. So this is good. I liked it.
It's very fast paced. That's what I loved about it.
We've been liking Superman for a while now. So I highly advise you jump on board to Superman. Your LCS should have some back issues, so go pick them up. And I can't advise it enough. You only need the last 2 issues. This is part 3 of the story.
Yeah.
So go start at 29 to 31. Really good.
Yeah, we know, like I've said it before, we know where Future State is going, but am I having fun getting there? Absolutely, with books like these.
Yeah. And this is the In-Hyuk Lee cover. Drew picked. In-Hyuk. All right. Next one.
Number 4. Quattro.
Number 4.
Joker. Number 3.
Ooh, I got Justice League. My Joker is next. Okay. I'll talk about it. So, Justice League Last Ride. It's a good start to a series. It's a good start. They reference some history in here. And I'm like,
that's later in my stack too, because there's a lot of questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. When are these two fighting? When did this event happen? When did this other thing you just talked about happen? I'm looking for the asterisk for the editor's note saying way back in Justice League number something.
Yeah.
What time is this set in? I don't know. I hope they answer those questions because, and again, Zdarsky's writing this. So he's smart enough to know that, look, you can't just drop these bombs in there. He didn't just put that, just to mess with us.
There's a lot of bombs in there. It's
Tons of bombs.
Yeah.
And I hope that he lets us know, or somehow we find out, or maybe this is part of a start of a different universe. Like, I would like to see Last Ride, the prequel or something for when some of these things do happen. Because just him talking about them is like, I want to know what happens with these. So, this is the Derek Robinson long neck cover. Superman's got the longest neck in the universe. Don't let that turn you off to it. It's a good. You're gonna want to read the rest of these guys. You're gonna want to read the rest of these. Lobo's in it. I'm not gonna spoil anything else. Lobo's in it.
Yeah.
I like the premise behind. Yeah, there's your shirt. I like the premise behind why Lobo's in it. Yeah, it's good. I liked it. Number 5 top pick for me. Joker.
Number 4. Yes, there were a lot of covers for this. I think you had picked in your FOC the Joker card playing by Finch.
Yep.
I picked this one because this scares the crap out of me. Gary Frank's cover on this is beautiful. It's terrifying. And not just that, the interior art by Gideon March is terrifying. Like the standout pages are those first 3 or 4 with the Killing Joke. I'm like, holy crap. This is beautiful.
Yes.
And we get to see Gordon be the great detective that he is, using his methods to hunt down the Joker, which is fantastic.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Bricky. Yes? Will you go downstairs and get me the cover B to Joker? Yep. I forgot to bring it upstairs.
It's so well told by James Tynion, and the cliffhanger is terrific, and I cannot wait for the next issue.
Yeah, great cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I'll go and talk about it. It's my next pick. Okay. Yes. You know what? Let's go ahead and just move on. Okay. Okay. And number 2, Joker cover.
3.
Oh,
because I had one more pick.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Number 2 for me, number 3. So I have the Joker. Here's my thoughts on it. Yes. They talk. I love that this is kind of more about Gordon, if anything. The series so far has been about Commissioner Gordon, but it's about his relationship with the Joker, which is insane because they keep talking about the Killing Joke and how he took him prisoner, and they don't gloss over that.
No, they don't. No.
If you haven't read the Killing Joke, spoiler alert, 20-year spoiler alert, however long it's been, he kidnaps Gordon. Well, he shoots Barbara, makes her the Oracle. He kidnaps Gordon, strips him naked, puts him through a fun house of terror where he has pictures of his daughter being tortured, basically
naked
again. Yeah, there's rape involved there. They can't show it in the comic. Yeah. But holy crap! Here's the other cover. This is the one that I should have grabbed. The Finch trading card cover. Yes, but Gordon talks about it. He's like, I remember being there. And the crazy little midget clowns that are holding him with the collar on his neck. And, oh, my God, it's so good.
The baby doll heads and that mound.
Yeah.
It's like,
one complaint is almost the whole issue is told in like a narration.
Yeah.
Gordon's narrating almost the whole thing. I was kind of getting tired of that. It's almost rambling a little bit. I was like, how is this enhancing the story? But then it kind of wraps it up and answers that. And, the very end, you're like, whoa, you never saw this coming. Yeah. Like, this is happening now? Like, this is a thing? Gordon's forced to do something where you're like, man, I can't wait for the next issue to see how this plays out. It's going to be really cool.
I love seeing him be the detective, using his skills, in the different bars, the restaurants, getting clues.
And he talks about, that's where it came to be really cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. He's a detective too. It's great. Yeah. Really liked it. Okay. So speaking of detectives.
Batman the Detective. The variant cover by Andy Kubert is action-packed. I love it, but I love this one more. This is more brooding.
Yeah, I like that one better too, yeah.
The plot progresses very, very quickly in this. This is fast-paced, action-packed. We're reintroduced to Descartes, who trained Bruce. He is a lot of fun, brings a lot of humor, brings a lot of cunning to the story, which is great. And the twist at the end of this blew me away. Cannot wait for the next issue. Yeah. This is very fast-paced.
Yeah, very fast-paced. Let's go to the next one because I'm going to talk about it. It's the Detective is my number one.
Justice League, that's right.
So this is his number two. This is my number one. So yes, Detective is so good. Tom Taylor does tell a very fast-paced story.
Yes.
We saw it with Deceased. We saw it with Suicide Squad and other stuff he's written that I'm totally spacing out right now. Injustice, yes. Yes. But yeah, this is so good. The art is just, I mean, come on. We got Kubert.
Andy he's the great white shark. He's never had to evolve. He is still at the top of his game.
It's so good. Yeah. You learn more about the white suited Batmans, the bad ones. You kind of learn more about their agenda. They really believe in their ideal, which is shown a couple times. Where you're like, that was brutal, like that was heartless and brutal.
Strict.
Yeah, totally. And the leader's kind of hot too. Actually, she's drawn very hot. So, yeah, great story. Great story. This is the top book for me of the week. Clearly, you got to get it. Okay, go talk about your Justice League.
Justice League, last ride number one. The Madonka cover I went with. It's really good. Love it.
It is good, yeah.
And he did the interior art as well, which is great. And one thing I love about the art in this is that how our gods are drawn like the gods that they are. And Wonder Woman is a knockout in this.
Yeah.
She looks straight up beautiful. And I don't want to give away the plot like you. I mean, it involves the main man right here, Lobo, and he did something very naughty. Once again. And so we are left with so many questions. When does this take place? I hope it all gets right. I hope it all eventually gets, answered eventually. And there's the Fortress of Solitude has the giant key again.
Yeah, that's
when
really
does
cool.
This take place?
Yeah, and he left it in the door.
Yeah, he left it in the door. It's like,
doesn't matter. No one will be able to turn it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool things in there. Yeah, but there's at least, just as you're talking about, thinking about it, there's at least 5 events referenced where you're going, when did this happen? At least. So we are in it's called Last Ride.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's in this like dystopian future, and they're just referencing all these terrible things that happened.
Yeah.
And it's kind of at the end of the Justice League, maybe. I don't know, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah, likewise.
Very much so. Okay. And your number one for you, sir, is?
Challenge of the Super Sons, number 2.
Okay, you just love the Super Sons. Now, this is a cool cover.
That summarizes the boys right there best.
Yeah, this Dark Side's not in it at all, by the way. It's just a cool cover.
It's just a great cover. And I get to see them totally doing that and that actually happening.
Yeah.
From the very first page, I am laughing out loud with the dialogue and banter between Damian and Jonathan. It is so true, believable, and hysterical. The verisimilitude is very potent in their relationship with those two. The story continues with our boys trying to save the different members of the Justice League by reading the Doom Scroll, and they can't let the Justice League members know that they're doing it. And we get the return of a great JSA villain, which we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yes, it was. And we're left with a great cliffhanger. Cannot wait for the next issue. This is a strong recommend. It is just straight up fun.
I like the weapon that Damian uses to, the reverse lasso of truth.
On Wonder Woman?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah. So there you go, guys. There's our top picks. So you can win my top 5. Again, like the video, subscribe. I'll even put the Joker cover in there. Both 2 Joker covers. So like the video, comment your like number, and comment something else. I love reading all the comments. Drew likes reading them too. And then be subscribed to the channel, and you can win these puppies right here. How's that sound? So only DC this week, but you get extra DC love from us this week. We will do our other video tomorrow when the books get here, whenever they get here. FedEx, again, we kind of got screwed over by FedEx this week. But thanks for hanging out, guys. We still want to do a video for you, at least give you the DC opinions. Go on the website, guys, comicselitecomics.com. We got tons of cool stuff launching this week. House by the Lake, John Jiang launching this week. We got a House by the Lake 616 comics variant launching this week. We have a cover by Jamie Tyndall. There's a lot of cool stuff. So make sure you download our app. Links are down below in the description thingy bobber down there. All the links to the website, code Elite5, save on the 5% on the website. Thanks for watching. And no surprises today. That's kind of it. So thanks, guys. Until next time, buy what you like, collect what you want. Don't listen to the haters, and we'll see you next time.